Hello everyone, and let's go through this task, and I will explain how you should make the simulation step by step. It's very simple, and the goal is for you to understand what are the products, what are the processes, and what are the flow, and how you will work with them to create your own simulation. In this task, we will have basically this one. Let me show you how it works. We have a feeder. Feeder is giving the cylinder to the conveyor. Here we have a process from conveyor, so that the robot takes it from conveyor and gives it to the pro-lathe machine. From the pro-lathe machine, it will take it and give it to the pro-mill machine for the milling, and then from the milling, it takes and gives to the two conveyor process. Here we have a two conveyor. And then the product will continue its way to get out. So you can see how it should work after the simulation. It's very simple. So we will make it in a few minutes, basically. The most of the time is spent on the putting the layout. So that is how it works. I will close this one. Let's go to our project. Let's follow this file also, that step by step it's showing what we should do. So step one is for you to import all the components that are in this list. Follow this list and import all of them one by one. Make the layout like this. Then step two, we will see where we find the product types, what are the properties of each processes, and how we should adjust them, and then we create a flow and run the simulation. Then the next slide that you have is showing here should we have only one product type, which is this one. If you go to the product type editor, you should click on the products so that this tab appears for you. This opens. Here you see the VC cylinder is the product type. So we have only one flow and one product type. Flow is later we will see it, but product type is only one. Then the processes, if you click on this processes tab here, you will see all of the processes and their names. You see here we have one from conveyor, pro lathe, pro mill, and two conveyor. Here you can see that we have only one product type. We just see it where it's listed. Then we need to adjust the properties for to conveyor and from conveyor. This is the from conveyor and the to conveyor. These two we need to adjust if we need, maybe not even needed. Then the next is that how to fix the properties. You should click on the processes, and then you click on each of the processes. Like for example, here is clicked on the from conveyor. And then here you can see different properties. Every properties that you can see here, if you click on it, then the details of it will be seen here. So for example, here, the first one, let me show it in the real robot, like this one. This is the components. Here is our processes. If I click on this window will pop up, and this window there's different properties that I can add basically from this entire library of the process properties. And now, for example, I add this function. These are the functions basically, and every function has the processes here. properties. So first function is transport in. The product is coming here. Any product will come in, and here you can see the most important one is here from component container or from previous process. Their difference is that from component container doesn't recognize the previous process in the order of flow order. And so anything can come from the conveyor, and it doesn't care who is sending it. It just picks from the conveyor. But if you put from the previous process, I suggest you try it during the like when you're working in the simulation, and then you will see that if you put it from the previous process, because this one doesn't have any previous process, it will not pick from the conveyor, but you should put it from component container. But this one, the second transport out function, you need to set it that it takes the destination is to next process. So whatever it does in this this process takes in one product. We can put delay in between them, for example, or whatever we want. It can do some work on it, or delay, for example. I added the delay, I think, yeah. For example, it makes it, I can put a delay here after the delay, 10 second, like the 10 second here has some property here. I can adjust it to be, for example, 2 seconds. And then 2 second delay, then transport out. I tell it where to go, to the next process or component container. Because there's nothing connected to it, there's no conveyor here, it cannot give it to the anything else here. So we should give it to the next process, which will be prolase. So we should have a flow, and the flow determines which process is the next process for this one. So we adjust these ones. For the prolase, we are using the default functions that are being used here. We don't change anything. As you can see, it takes any product in. This one takes from previous process. This cannot take from the component container. If you put it there, it will not work. After the process is done, you can put it, it should give it to the destination of the next process, not the component container in this task. So let's close it. Then you go to the to conveyor. To conveyor, and this time is, you see, this time we are getting from previous process, not from the container, because it has to take from the previous process, which is the promil. And then here it gives it to conveyor. So transport out should be destination to component container. So that gives it to the container, doesn't care who will receive it in the end of the conveyor. It just gives it to the component container. This is what Visual Component is using for like any kind of, it's basically says I don't care anybody who is taking it. So yeah, this is how it is. Now I have the processes are set, the properties are set. I didn't change anything because I have them already set correctly. I didn't, what was that? Null container, null. Okay, what was this here? It should be null. It should be null. I'm just checking because I usually, here should be HDE. This doesn't matter basically, but we will see if it didn't work. We come back to it. Then I go back to the file that we have. We go to the next, creating the flow. Creating the flow is important, so you just pay attention to how the nodes are starting from one process and going to the another, and who is the implementer. On every arrow you can see an implementer. This can be a robot, human, it can be interpolation. So I will show you right now both scenarios. So I want to make the flow. You click on here, you will see this window. Oh, at the beginning they are not existing. I made them before, so you will have them not existing. So what flow you have here, you can see, but there's nothing here. It's empty. So let me delete those. I will show how to make them. So you don't have a flow. Let's say you come here, there is nothing. So you want to start from here. Robot need to take from here. You should first click on the robot to activate it. Yeah, when it's yellow, it means it's selected. Then you click on the first node, second node, third node, fourth node. And you see all of them have the robot icon on them. You can click here to deactivate it, and that's it. That's how the flow is made. Now you have to bring all of the labels here. This one from conveyor, you bring it here, and then this one, then this one, exactly with the same order that you are bringing those. So that's it. Now the simulation is ready. I can just put play and everything should work. Here you can, with these tools, you can increase the speed or decrease. It depends how you want it to be. So I see everything is working. Let's go to see what we should do next based on the task. So the flow is working. We created the flow. We put all of the labels in order. Then add your name to the project. So for adding your name, you go to the catalog. You write here the keyword for searching the catalog because there's a lot of components here. You have to use text in 3D component for writing your name. So let's go and do that. So you go here. Here, if you put text, you can see text in 3D. You drag and drop here. You can turn it. And in the right side, you can see the properties of this component. And here you should put your name and the task 1.2 task number. And if you want to make it bigger, the scale, you can make it, for example, 0.3 I put, so you have it even bigger. The color you want to change, you can make any color, green, for example. So you can move it around. Color, let it be orange. Yeah, now I have the name. This is basically what you needed to do, and after this you can go to the next part. Next part is that record the simulation and submit it to the model. Let's get there. For recording, you have this button here, export to video, and then there's another export to animation. Animation will give you a 3D like a file that you can watch in VR, but we don't want that right now. We want the export to video. If you click on it, then it opens this part. Here you can choose different formats for the video, MP4 or AVI. AVI is suggested for you for this for this task. Here is suggested AVI. So you will save it. Yeah. Then you give a start recording. It asks you for where you want to record it. And then you press save and it starts playing itself. And when you stop, it's popping up the same video that it showed to me. And that's how you will be able to finish this task. Very simple. You just follow the instructions, and when it's done, you just submit it with your name and task number to the Moodle, and yeah, that's all.